We come to you live on EA Sports, and it's a Windy City special in the booth. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull. It's Jay Williams.
And Ed, both squads are getting up last-minute shots. As a player, you never leave the court on a missed shot. A mixed shot always sets the right tone before the game.
All the work that's gone into this game about to be on full display here tonight. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Strong finish for Paul George. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Here comes the screen. Irving. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Leonard to Paul George. Leonard, his first effort off the mark.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Kevin Durant has it. Big finish at the rim.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Leonard. Scores from the post.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Kyrie across the timeline. They trail by 2. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound taken down by the Clippers. George, tough matchup against Durant. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Trailing by 4. To Durant. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
George missed it. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Durant with the basketball up top. Leads 1. And he'll head to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Misses the first. Missed the second as well. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Durant. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. And stuffs it home.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Irving with the basketball. They trail by 1. Down low, Durant. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
To Leonard. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Brooklyn's got it. Here comes the screen. Irving to Dinwiddie. Shot from the lane won't go. To George. Beverly. To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Irving to Dinwiddie. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Team foul number 4. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Subbing in for the Nets.
That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving. Beverly to Leonard. Off the mark. Irving to Durant. For three, and Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Paul George rejects it. The assist.
The assist from number 7, Kevin.
Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter with the Nets in front. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Knocked loose. Irving. Down to 5 on the 24. Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Leonard to Paul George. Beyond the arc for three. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Irving. That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving. George matched up with Durant. To Williams. George. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
You considered a luxury box for your next group event. Availability is limited, so
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
substitutions. Brooklyn.
Short jumper off the mark.
Los Angeles. Number 40.
Leonard. Durant. Tough matchup against George. Clippers have got it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Durant to Dinwiddie. Durant. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Oops. He missed the first one. And he hits the second. Leonard to George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Tyree with the rock. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, look, not everything is going to make it into the scouting report.
Irving into the front court. Down a point. From long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Williams. Beverly. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Even to Zubats. Sends it away. Goes to the right side. 4-3. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down 3. To Dinwiddie. Goes to the left side. Durant. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Including the fan favorite throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all gone.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. George, not easy. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Durant. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Trying to cash in. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
slams it down.
The assist from number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Deep three at the buzzer. So a tight one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A one-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Here comes the screen. Irving to Durant. It's a big finish.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Nothing going here on that drive. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Durant across the timeline. His guys leave here early stages third quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Durant to Dinwiddie. The drive right to the basket and too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Irving. To Dinwiddie. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
As a team, they were on an absolute tear in the first half. But guess what happens during halftime? The defensive team makes adjustments, and it looks like it's working out.
Leonard. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Durant with the basketball up top. His team up by one. Here comes the screen to Dinwiddie. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Beverly to Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
That's his first personal.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at three here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Knocks down the second free throw. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Nets have it. Irving to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Durant. Lets it fly from long range. He was all over him. Leonard. At long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting, make him think about it a little bit more.
Here comes the screen. To Irving. Kyrie Irving. 3 for 6 now.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Leonard. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
To Irving. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His group now down 2. Layup goes down. Well done.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming. 3 for 3. Nice. Durant across the timeline. His guy's down 3. Gets it in the left corner. Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Second of 3 is good. Knocks down all 3 at the line. KD with the rock. For 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Irving. Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It'll stay Brooklyn basketball. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for the Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
Patrick Beverly with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Beverly to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, now 3 for 9.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Durant with the basketball up top. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. DeAndre Jordan, look out. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Irving brings the ball up court. Driving right to the basket. Irving. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
LA with 4 to shoot. That ends the third quarter. The Clippers have the lead. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Leonard buries the trifecta.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Whistle blown. In the eyes of the ref, intentional.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
Leonard to Williams. Kicks it around the perimeter. Williams. And it's Jordan there for the rebound. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant to Dinwiddie. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Paul George pins it. LA Clippers with the basketball.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Durant across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. To Dinwiddie. Durant buries the three. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Second and 3. Got it. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Kyrie across the timeline, trailing by 10. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. To Leonard. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Durant drains it.
It is extremely prevalent right now for three-point shooters because of the skill set at every position is that versatile. Even your 5s and 4s can knock down 3s at a high clip.
It's a world of great three-point shooters and great three-point shooting teams. Leonard buries it. It's a 3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Irving. Beverly into the front court. Up a dozen. Hat-trick Beverly. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Down low for Harris. Shot from the lane won't go. To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Durant here against Harkless. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Personal foul. Team foul number 3. Brooklyn Nets are in the penalty.
Paul George. scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down a bundle. From long range. And it's Zubats with the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the...
Oh, how about that? A three at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.